Oh, that is some crazy digging, buddy. That is.
That's it. Hallelujah.
Oh my goodness. Woo! It's the biggest item I've ever done. First find is a bullet. Hey, that's cool. But look, that picked it up that deep.
Yeah.
So folks, I got my friend Ben. We grew up together. He's back, showed me a hot spot. So he's using the pinpointer. And old can. What is it? Old ring? Old can?
I think it's a bearing.
Old bearing from tractor or something, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Well, one of the reasons why we're here is because this was called Sprawls Lake right out of Kathleen, Florida. And they did the baptisms here. And my whole life, my dad told me that when he was a boy back in the 30s, that they thought this was it was a bottomless lake.
Yeah.
And then my whole life through the 60s and 70s, it had always been dried up. So if it was a spring-fed lake,
long gone.
It's, you know, the spring got cut off and it's been gone. So that's sand. I'm sure this thing was spring-fed.
Oh, what is that? Is that it? That could be the other piece of the strange equipment we found.
I'm sure it was an old wagon something.
Well, they had horses in here, you said, right?
Oh yeah, no, this was the old trail, one of the old trails.
So folks, we're getting another, oh, that's a good signal there. Well, hold on a minute, hold on. That's hitting good off of that first clump of dirt.
Which that would go along with my theory of some cars in here.
No wagon cars? Let's grab that. Golly, yep, that's exactly what that is,
that's
dude.
A wagon hub.
It sure is.
That's 1800s there.
Yep.
20s.
That sure enough is, buddy. That's where the,
Tap it.
need a tree. Maybe put this. Well, that's cool. I'll take that all day long and clean that up.
That's an unusual find starting the morning off. Right there on the left is the wagon wheel hub. If you were to clean it up, it would look just like this right there. Pretty much identical to that. So the hub would go obviously in the center of the wagon wheel. That's a cool find starting the morning off, and let's see what else we got.
What kind of snake is that?
It's one of them ring snakes.
What is that? Is it poisonous?
No.
Well, get rid of it, dude. I hate snakes. All right, guys, Ben and I just dug this. I want to show you. This was originally the signal. You know, like a choppy 15. You can tell it's iron. It's definitely period piece, vintage. But as we're digging dirt out, I kept saying, man, I'm getting a great signal. Well, look. Look at this screaming high tone. So there's some sweetness right in here. So I'm gonna go down and do it a little slower. Yeah, we could be here forever. I think it's right here. I think it's right here. No, it's still here.
I never thought in a million years we would dig a hole this big. I'm telling you, Ben and I dug our butts off. Golly.
It's right in there. I'm hitting something right here. It's a little deep right in there. So, folks, I'm dying here. I'm literally digging to China. There's a good signal in here. Just having a hard time getting to it. Right there.
My theory is we found the outer rim of a wagon wheel. They encased them in wood. The spokes would be wood.
I think that is it.
They put a metal band around the wheel itself to protect.
So that's
the
the band. Here, guys, we are digging. We're going to take turns and go around this thing and see what we got. It's just, you can't leave it. It'll kill you if you do. So, dig our bits out. There it went. Okay. Guys, we're still digging it. Look, it goes all the way around. I think it is a wagon wheel. Look at this incline. So this would make sense, especially we found those parts. You can have the whole stinking wagon down here with the pot of gold that it had on it.
Right. In the bank robbery.
All right, let me start digging. Ben's gonna pass out here. He's a tough country boy. He's digging this whole thing.
We're on the search for gold.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're getting there as fast as we can. It's going all the way around and wearing us out. All right, I see. No, that's a limb. There's a lot of roots that have grown over it over the years. Right there's one. Ben popped one over here earlier. So we're getting there. All right, guys. Sweating like a dog. I think we're to the point we can pull it out. So I'm gonna reverse the camera. Ben's gonna pull it. I'm gonna video. Let's see what we got. Hang on. Okay, Ben's gonna try to. Dude, that is a wheel.
Oh, that's the wheel.
Is that it?
That is it. That's it. Hallelujah.
Oh my goodness.
Woo!
Look at that.
And I
So
believe
that's the band.
I believe that's a front wheel
Yeah.
of the wagon. The back wheels are bigger. Here would be that steel hub
Yeah, it was
that
in the
we
center,
found,
which we found.
and then the would be wooden spokes off of it, and
Yes.
then this band protected from rocks and stuff
Yeah.
from beating the wood apart.
Uh-huh.
And like I say, the front wheels are smaller,
Yeah.
and the back wheels would be yay high. In case they got stuck, they could use it for leverage or
Very nice.
rolling the wagon out.
So that's the hub that went to it. There's the hole. That is some crazy digging, buddy. That is, I could have done it without you. That's the biggest item I've ever dug. That's insane.
Yeah, they ain't no telling how old this
Well,
is.
hey,
This is 1800 stuff.
I'm
possibly.
excited to keep digging.
Yeah,
All right.
we're
We're gonna move on, folks. We're gonna find some more history in the ground. Guys, I gotta tell you, without a doubt, that was the biggest hole, the longest I've ever dug, the biggest object I've ever found. I'll tell you, Ben and I worked our butts off. We spent, I'm telling you, at least 45 minutes digging. I never expected to be at that location more than 15 or 20. We were scouting locations, and it just so happened that we stayed there a lot longer than I thought. Had an awesome time. That was a lot of fun. It's not every day that you find a wagon wheel, so that was pretty cool. Hey, I'd like to hear from you. Leave a message. Tell me in the comments, what is the biggest item that you have ever found? I'd like to hear. Outside of this wagon wheel, the steering wheel took first place for me. That was just an old, probably 50s or 60s steering wheel that I dug up one time. But other than that, nothing like this. So let me know. Leave a comment. Tell me the biggest item that you found. Hope you enjoyed it, and keep watching. There's just a little bit more left. Ooh, guys, I'm tired. I'm going up to a different area. We just found that wagon wheel, but I'm trying to check up the bank a little bit. See what we got. Ben went to get something to drink and eat. Gonna come back. We'll take a break. Oh my God, guys, I am working like a dog. That wagon wheel, and now up under these roots, I'm getting a target right in here. This is a tough job. Don't let anybody fool you. It will wear you out. What is that? Is that it? Oh, look at that. I just grabbed it with my hand. And that's a shell casing. There you go. That was it. A shell casing. Yep, nothing else there under that root. That was it. Too much work for that. This is on an incline with all these sticks. I'm trying to keep this coil. Should have had the sharpshooter coil, been a little easier to maneuver. I may do that after a break. All right, guys, we are on a break. Couple of old Kathleen guys, Ben and I, and guess what? Yeah. We got our nutrition right here. Yeah. Yeah, that'll get you going again. A little energy before the next dig. Well, this is it, guys. Another close-up look. It's just a shame they develop properties so fast. All this was like sweet ground, farming ground, fenced in, an old swimming hole, and you blink and overnight it's covered up. You've been there, you know the feeling, and it sucks. So we're gonna hit another spot. It's just a shame. I was hoping we'd find some stuff. We were thinking the other side of the swimming hole, and over there was another one, is where the sweet spot. And right here, I think this is a new fire department. That's where all the cars would have parked in the old days, according to him. And that's all fenced off, construction. Dirt hauled in, it's just crazy. All right, heading off. It was a great day to be out. Again, thanks for following me. And as always, please be sure to subscribe. Share the video. This channel is growing so much, and it's all because of you guys, your comments, your suggestions, and you continue to like and share this video, and I really appreciate it. I'm telling you, it's just awesome. Remember, at the end of each video also is a very special COPTECH, real short, police stories from the COPTECH Vault. You won't want to miss that. Thanks for following Double G, and I'll see you on the next dig.
You don't want to miss this segment, folks. I'm going to bring you stories from the COPTECH Vault. That's right. Stories covering my 32 years as a law enforcement officer. Stand by.
So working in a jail, you never knew what was going to happen. And I got to be honest with you, at 18, I was just way too young. It was crazy working in that city jail. They weren't even called correction officers. We were called jailers. That's how long ago. So 1980, in cell number 10, this guy gives me a letter. I want to read you this letter. It's hilarious. Now, I kept a lot of this stuff over the years, but let me see. Let me bring it up on my computer right here. Is there anything that you can do to help me? Since I've become a prisoner in your jail, I have been put in a position of playing host to some very unwelcome guests, namely a body parasite. To put it bluntly, I have the crabs. Please help. P.S. I wasn't in this condition upon incarceration. I hope we can remedy it before my release. I will appreciate anything you can do. And he signs his name. We'll keep him private. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Crazy letter. Just, oh my goodness. All right, guys, this last article, it's crazy. Man, I can remember this like it was yesterday. This was April of 1982. And from my scrapbook, I found this article. So let me share it with you. Inmate battle at the city jail. A 33-year-old man was arrested for public consumption. That's drinking a beer in public. You could pretty much go to jail for that back in the day. It's kind of crazy, but 1980, hey, they were tough. And so I worked in a city jail, and this guy was brought in, locked up, and then we hear a commotion, and the other inmates call us back there, and we find him on the floor. So the article says 5 other prisoners told police that 39-year-old Williams' head was beaten against the floor, and the inmates tried to pull his ears off and poke his eyes out during this attack. Williams was intoxicated and unable to defend himself. We found him about 10 o'clock. The article says both his eyes were swollen shut and he was bleeding from his face, lips, and nose. Yeah, I can imagine they just tried to rip your ears off and poke your eyes out. The inmates were charged, the guys who did this were charged with, the one inmate who did this was charged with aggravated battery.
because he severely beat him to death. That's just crazy. That was an article that I had in my scrapbook for when I worked in a jail. One more thing, let me show you this. This is kind of cool. This is one of the actual stainless steel cups that the inmates had. They would get coffee in this. No sugar, no cream, one thing of coffee, a boiled egg, and a piece of sausage. That was for breakfast. I remember that so clearly. The plate was also stainless steel, just like his thing, but I have one of the cups from that jail that was built in 1961. And it closed, I think 84, somewhere in that area when they demolished the jail. So it's kind of, I don't want to use the word barbaric, but man, that was a trip back then. And I was only 18 working in that jail. Hope you enjoyed that story from the COPTECH Vault, and I'll see you on the next dig.
Question